Jeff Schneider, and I'm the President of Entrepreneurial Finance and Accounting Services. And I work with Chuck Kocher from ActionCOACH. I've worked with Chuck Kocher probably for 3 or 4 years. And I think I met Chuck at a networking event, a Chamber of Commerce event. And we started talking about different philosophies of business, and that really kind of attracted me to what his thoughts were on how to run a business. And so we talked some more and finally decided that he'd be a great person to help mentor me through my business as I started the business. I met Chuck and started working with him probably within the first year of when I started my business. And so I was still really trying to figure out exactly how to grow it, how to get customers, how to get clients. And I remember the first thing we did was start on the unique selling proposition, and we put that together, and he helped me come up with that and use that information for my marketing. And so prior to that, I really didn't know where I was going, what I was doing, what I needed to focus on. I think the greatest change that came about within our organization because of business coaching was having some processes and procedures in place. The two main ones that come to mind are the selling process that we have in place and the selling tools that we have put into place. And then the second one is establishing some goals to measure against, some key performance measures that we currently use now to help us meet our objectives throughout the year. I think if you're considering business coaching, there's a couple things that you really need to consider and understand about coaching. First of all, the first one is that you have to be willing to be coached. I think that's one of the key points in working with a business coach. If you're the type of person that thinks you can do it all on your own and thinks that you don't need advice from others, then business coaching isn't going to work for you. But hopefully you're not that type of person, because everybody needs to be coached. Even the highest level of athletes can always learn something and have another person watching them and helping them achieve their goals. I think that's one of the greatest things that I gained from coaching with ActionCOACH, was to be able to have a person who really understood my business intimately, and I could then bounce ideas off. You may have other people that are mentoring you, that are giving you advice or willing to give you advice, but they're probably doing that for free, and it's probably not a priority of theirs. When you have a coach that you're compensating for his services, his or her services, they're committed to helping you with the business, and they're committed to keeping you on task. So I think that's the greatest benefit of coaching, but again, you have to be willing to be coached. I've been working with Chuck Kocher for at least 4 years, and I think Chuck has a couple of attributes that I really think make him a fantastic coach. The first one is that he's not afraid to tell you what he feels. He's not afraid to give you the honest feedback that you need. He doesn't sugarcoat things. He gets to know you, and I don't know how many times he said, "Jeff, I know you, and I know this is why you're doing this, or this is why you're thinking that way." So he really gets to understand you. I also like the fact that he's got a very broad experience. He understands HR, marketing, sales, operations, and that broad experience really can help virtually almost any business. And finally, the thing that's great about Chuck is he really cares about your business. He cares about you as a person. There's been a lot of times where we had to do a lot of soul searching, and I really felt as though he really cared about what was important for me, not necessarily what was important for him or for his business. So he puts his clients #1 on his list.